What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now on this video I'm going to show you here that I finally did reach Arena 5. I am currently at just over 1,500 trophies, and this is the deck that I have been using. I was actually trying a lot of different decks, and there were cards that I did like from each one, so I kind of just put together my own of cards that I know how to use correctly. And that's really one of the best ways to play when you're first starting off, is just finding the cards that you feel most comfortable with and going with a deck of those cards, because if you know how to play your card correctly, you're gonna have more success than having stronger cards but you don't know exactly how to play them. So this is the deck that I've been going with, and it has proven really successful. I mean, it has taken me all the way up to Arena 5. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some battles that I had with this deck. So let's go ahead and jump right into one. Now here we go with this replay. Now this is me versus DJ006. Now when I get a starting deck without any sort of HUD, the first 4 cards, I usually start at the very end. I set my dragon all the way at the end. The reason for this is because by the time my dragon gets to their side, I have more elixir to back them up. Now right there he drops his barbarians on the left, which means that I can go ahead and use my minion horde, but he arrows it, which is it's rough. But at the same time, what ends up happening is that by him using all of that, he left his tower alone. So we pretty much end the confrontation here with me winning. He did get a ton of damage on my left hand tower, but at the same time I got more damage on his right tower. So we are resetting right now, but at the end of the day I did get more damage down. So knowing that that tower is pretty much already done for, I put my HUD on the left hand side. That way I can start pressuring that tower in case I do need to take that down as well. So here again I use my minion horde. He has lightning spell, but it's not as effective as the arrows, and by the time the arrows come in, it's too late. The minion horde has already done its job. So here I go ahead and drop my dragon. I don't know why he's laughing, because right now he's in trouble. So my dragon takes that out. He takes a huge chunk of that minion horde's HP, which allows my towers to take him out. I drop my goblins there, and usually with these 2 goblins they should be able to take out the tower, but he drops his own goblins right there, which kind of just delays the inevitable. But I drop my my prince on the left hand side, and he's doing work to that tower. He is running out of towers right now. So knowing this, I just put my goblin hut on the right hand side just to make sure that that tower goes down. And then he drops barbarians right on top of me, and I know that he has arrows, but I needed to defend that somehow. He just finally is able to get the arrows, but it's a little bit too late, and he misses. So that pretty much seals his fate. Now he's dropping his own goblins there, but with my goblin hut, that's pretty much that's over. My hog rider takes the left as my dragon takes the right, and at this point we're just overwhelming him. He uses the minion horde for defense, which is a good move on his part, but I put my hut in his side. That way anything that he sets down has to go in the middle, and in part wasting time. There's only 20 seconds left, so at this point I'm just playing defense. There's no need for me to take out the king tower. I just got to make sure that my towers survive. And right here what I'm gonna do is place the hut right on his side. That way his troops turn around, and that pretty much just ends the game for him right there. So yeah, wow, good game. Oh, he gives me the angry face. Sorry, DJ. Now on this replay I am going up against, we're just gonna call him Q. So at the start of this one I see that I don't really have much to start with, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop my prince all the way in the back. That way I have something else to follow. He drops his dragon to the left hand side as well as the Tesla, so I use the minion horde to kind of help my prince, but he uses the arrows effectively on me. I use my goblins on the left, that way we can take care of that dragon with minimal damage, and my goblins are able to take that tower down. So at the end of the day we're pretty much even. The towers took roughly about the same damage. So here we go. My spear goblins are just slowly chipping away at that left tower. He drops the barbarians all the way in the back, which is a smart move, because anytime you do that, it gives you more chance to either react to your opponent or back them up like that, just with that dragon right there. So with that, I was able to drop my own dragon, my baby dragon, as he drops his Valkyrie, which is and the rage spell, which is going to do massive damage. I try to use the arrow to kind of make sure that they go down quickly, and with that I make sure that I use my prince to try to sneak in and attack, but he answers with his spear goblins. But knowing that he should be out of elixir, I go ahead and try to the hog rider. He gets a few hits off, but not enough. So here I know that those barbarians are coming at me. I use the goblin hut to make sure to keep pressure, and I set down the spear goblins to help my tower take down those barbarians. There we go. Now here comes the dragon. Now the spear goblins on the left is actually helping with that dragon, which is perfect. It actually let them build up to 3 and now coming a 4th, so that's going to do a decent amount to that tower as well. Now we're into the 2x2 elixir time, which is gonna be rough, but I see that he's coming really strong on the right hand side. Oh, that Valkyrie and those arrows is gonna do a lot of damage, and quite honestly the skeletons there is probably not the best way to go for me, just because the Valkyrie is able to clean them out really quickly. But here we go, we got some barbarians coming on the left hand side, and the rage spell, which is pretty much like a frenzy on Castle Clash. But knowing this, I went ahead and tried to use my hog rider there to make sure that I can do some damage to the tower. And right now I'm running out of time. I need to save this in whatever way that I can. So I am in trouble right now. I have 15 seconds to take down one tower, and he's coming for my second tower on the left hand side. So knowing this, I try to just all out the right, and I use the skeletons on the left, and I successfully defend the tower and take a tower at the same time to head into overtime. So we got 1 more minute. We have that dragon coming strong, but it's not coming for my left hand tower. Now it shifts over, so I drop my baby dragon for defense. I drop my goblin hut, I think a little bit too much to the side, which kind of sucks. The Valkyrie gets a few hits off, but we should be okay. We are close to winning, but he drops the barbarian as defense. I try to arrow it, but it just doesn't do enough damage. Maybe with a few fireballs I might have won that, but I don't carry fireball. So here we go. Now at this point I'm just trying to stay alive. My tower only has 500, his only has 200. And that Valkyrie can end our day. There comes the arrows. He arrows as soon as I put my minion horde down, which absolutely cripples me. But at this point, what I try to do is I use my hog rider defensively. That way they chase him to his tower, and I was just able to survive the draw. Holy moly, that was a really close battle that I was probably going to lose, but I played it smart and just used my hog rider to draw them away. Alright, so there you go guys, that was a few replays of me using this deck. I probably will have to experiment with a few other cards. There are a few cards that I have that I want to experiment more with, and that would be the Wizard, for instance the Tesla Tower and the Inferno Tower. Those are very strong defensive units, as well as a free spell and a balloon. These two together are really powerful. So let me know what deck you're working with and why exactly you like it down in the comment section. I'm just really liking this deck. Switching any one card, it can probably mess me up. I think that if I was to ever switch a card, it will probably be either the Hog Rider or the Prince, just because in principle they kind of do the same job. Or the Goblin Hut, because it's probably better off a Goblin Hut in a Swarm build with like a Barbarian Hut and all of that. But I just don't know what exactly I would use in place of the Goblin Hut. But yeah, let me know what you guys are working with. And I have a crown chest that I gotta open, so I'll probably do some battles there, and I'll leave that for another video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until later, bye!